All right. It is Saturday night. Just before we.
Already getting comments. It's great.
It's Italian bot, man.
All
What's
right.
up,
What's
dude?
up, man?
Already here. He's always here. Uh, yeah. Thanks for coming back, man. Probably gonna stump us with another question,
Right?
as he always does. But no, dude, I'm just not really going with the plan. We're just coming on, talk about football before. Just basically saying who's in and who's out. Gronkowski's definitely not going to play this week. So if you have Gronk, see if you could swap him out with something or another tight end. Um, but as of now, the outs for Sunday are CMC, obviously, Julio Jones and A.J. Brown, Elijah Moore, Russell Gage, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, Quentin Nelson, Chase Claypool, MVS, and that's pretty much anybody else. Well, I mean, Penny, but I don't think he's on anybody's roster at all. So, and yeah, so Gronk is also gone as well. So, you had Gronk. Damn, that sucks, man. I mean,
Oh, it sucks.
yeah, I mean, he'll be out for what, a couple of weeks, maybe just this week. We don't know. Depending on the condition of his ribs, we'll see how that goes. But as of now, he's out this week. I don't think he probably will play next week. I wouldn't, you know, bank on that. I would definitely see who you could pick up for this week, and then wait for next week to see what happens from there. Um, but yeah. So and then as of now, I forgot my
Ooh,
little
already getting
fun.
them trade questions.
Would you trade away Myers plus Shepard for Edmonds? Full PPR, and my second best
Hmm.
running back is currently Sanders.
I
Well,
feel bad for your second best running back. He's done
because of
nothing.
happened what last week?
He hasn't done anything all year.
He's made it in the end zone. I wouldn't say necessarily bad. He's made it in the end zone. I think it was like week one. But
Oh, maybe week one. Yeah.
so I mean it's only been 3 weeks, so I wouldn't relax on that. Uh, I have like this 4 week rule kind of thing. So, but Jacoby Myers, um, well, I think he's not playing this week. I think he's still injured, right? So, I mean, if you can get away with that, why not? Uh, isn't he? From what I know of, is he
Yeah, I
still
think he's
injured,
still hurt.
or
Yeah, I
is he
think he's
coming
still
back
hurt.
this week? I'm pretty sure he's still hurt. So
Yeah,
if you can
I haven't
actually,
heard anything. So
I'm pulling it up right now. So no, he's actually playing.
oh,
So he's
there you
coming
go.
back. He's been surprisingly reliable, and yeah. So yeah. So he's So Jacoby Myers is the fact that it's a Patriot. I'm not liking the whole offensive scheme over there that's going on right now. Um, Now just for this week, I wouldn't start him either. Shepard, I is he the one who I'm thinking of who's not playing this week? One of these guys is not playing this week. I can't
I think
remember who it
Shepard
is.
is out. Yes.
So yeah, he's out.
Yeah,
But
Shepard is out.
for Edmonds, I don't see why not. He's the main guy there. Yeah, if you can't tell me that James Conner is going to be over him. No way.
Oh, no, not at all.
Myers and Shepard. I'm assuming you have better receivers as well too, right?
I
So
mean, I would assume.
let's see. Let's see. I'm thinking that Myers' volume will go down because of Henry coming back. I got you, dude. I said Harry, but Henry. And Nikhil Harry and Henry, and then Javid and Good. Those Titans haven't done anything, man. Nikhil Harry
Yes.
is coming back, so maybe potentially, but Mac Jones hasn't really like done anything, even regardless like of the fact. Honestly, I don't like any of those offensive pieces in New England. If you could get that trade, yeah, sure, why not? Um, because of the fact that Sanders had a bad week last week, I it's they'll up his carries. I mean, even his backup Gainwell had nothing. I think he had like three carries. So it was the whole Sirianni thing. It was just him making that decision. So I wouldn't be worried about it. Now, if Gainwell had more carries than Sanders, then that would worry me. But the fact that they were both low, it was just kind of a coach's decision. So I would be okay with trading that too. What's he has? This is so Allen, Evans, Jones, OBJ. Oh, dude, yeah, make that trade easy.
Yeah,
Ayuk's coming back for sure. OBJ seems like he's back and for sure making relevancy over there. So Allen, you can't drop him obviously. And Evans, I think he's doing pretty good, isn't he? I know Evans is either hurt last week or this week, but for sure, I mean, regardless of the fact he's still making plays. So yeah, I would definitely make that trade for sure. Um,
and then we were talking about Gronk. He said he picked up Higby for the
oh, that's a
week.
good match. That
I
is a
do agree.
good pickup. I like Higby. Higby should be pretty much one of the top guys this year. I think hasn't really sparked much. Uh, I know he's had like maybe a touchdown or two, but hasn't really done that crazy like burst that we're expecting from many tight end that do weekly or something. But so yeah, Timothy,
Hey,
yeah, thanks, man.
just
Thank
means
you,
he's
dude.
due. This could be his week.
Could be. But yeah, no, thank you, Timothy, for coming
Oh
on
yeah,
with me.
thank you. Yeah, we appreciate it. And then we
But
got Menchie the goat here with a couple questions.
Marquise Brown or Daryl Henderson PPR.
Yep,
Ooh.
that's
So he's just coming off his injury, right? And Marquise Brown has been kind of quiet, except for week one. Week one was okay. The fact that the Ravens are playing Broncos, I don't like that matchup. They have too many good DBs
oof.
there.
Yeah.
And then Henderson, oh, he doesn't have a good matchup either. Damn, that is
Who are they playing?
Cardinals.
Say the Cardinals?
Yeah,
Oh
LA
yeah,
Rams.
yeah,
Henderson.
you're
Yeah,
right. I mean, I would take Henderson personally, but
I think I would too. I think that Marquise Brown might have a higher like oh man. I think his ceiling's higher, but the thing is like how can I say that Brown's been doing as what we've usually expected from him? I mean, let's see. He hasn't really done much. Ex-
no.
well, he didn't do anything against Detroit is what the real issue was.
Well,
And I think
nobody
this
on
is
that
why people
offense
are
did
fading
anything. Well,
him.
except for Tucker. Tucker
He
did
had
some
a
stuff.
touchdown week 1. And then I think he had 1 or 2 the second week, right? 1 or 2 of them. So week 2 was his only good actual week. I
Yeah,
think last week was just a fluke. I think it was just a fluke.
I'm still going Daryl Henderson to me personally.
I
I think
do
if they
think
take him and run him to the tackle, like I don't think Cardinals outside of JJ Watt, the Cardinals don't really have too good of a defensive line.
yeah,
I'm
but I
saying
think that's why they have the D linemen or linemen LBs on the other side. Like they shift it.
I understand that, but without the good tackle or right end, if you run in that vicinity, you can at least get 3-4 yards of carry.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
man. And his PPR, they do utilize him. It's just the thing is like he's just barely coming off of his like weird questionable injury.
And he does
Um,
catch the ball in the backfield. So
oh,
there's another good one by the goat.
Kittle or Knox. God, Knox is on fire, and they're going against Washington. I kind of want to go
That was
Knox.
last week. Get out of here. They're going up
Yeah, but they're
against.
going against Washington this week.
No, they're going up. That was
Or
last week.
or
They
freaking, they
killed
were going
us.
against Washington.
They
They're
killed
going
us.
against Houston,
Houston. There you go.
but still, it's still a good crap defense, man.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
I still want to go with Knox. He's been scoring a touchdown at least for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm going with Knox too because Jimmy G just does not seem comfortable throwing the Kittle for some weird reason. Or if he does, it's always in between the 20s. And he's like never looking for him in the red zone, which is weird. You would think that would be the
Right.
number one guy to go to, but just isn't
But
working
he
out so
kind of
far.
revived himself last week. And then I think that's why the whole issue if you bench Kittle or not, because the fact that Kittle is doing so he did okay last week. But I'm also looking at Brown. I'm still on that last question, Brown or
Uh,
Henderson. I'm kind of leaning Henderson, to be honest.
yeah, that's why
Depending on who
I
you
was
go
leaning
last.
too. Yeah, that's what I was leaning
Uh,
to.
so I would stay Henderson.
So we're
If
going
he comes
Henderson and
back,
Knox.
because he's PPR and they seem to like their running backs at PPR
Hmm.
anyways.
Yeah, I
Uh,
agree.
so what's
And then we
Phantom
got
Beast?
Phantom Beast here. Ayuk, Mike Davis, or Renfro for the flex.
I
Interesting.
like Ayuk.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I like Ayuk. I was just reading the other comments because he said Shepard's volume's going up, but that was for the other one. And
Yeah,
then his receivers are Allen, Evans, and Jones, and Ayuk. So
yeah. We are.
yeah,
We've been
I would go
kind of
there.
jumping around. I already put those comments up.
I know. We have no rhythm here, so
Yeah, I
we're
know.
just
Well,
going.
we were talking about his original one up here, and then we got these other ones in, and then he started chiming in while we were talking about his question. So it's kind of just like jumping back and forth here.
Right. No, that's all good. Like
So, but yeah, I'm definitely leaning with Ayuk on this one though.
I'm yeah, same. I would just go Ayuk. I'm not too high on Mike Davis. Uh, friggin' Cordell is taking it all as of now. What it seems like. And then Hunter Renfro. Cars throwing everywhere. You don't know who the guy's going to be at the time. So with Ayuk coming and reemerging, I think he's going to be more of a factor because Jimmy G kind of leans to his receivers. It seems like, and then Kittle, I don't like. It's just weird. Like I don't know
Right.
why. Yeah, but that sucks because I'm like, in one league I have Kittle, and I've been leaving him in. And I'm not too happy about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I have the same problem. I have them in a league, and I mean, I have Gasecki, but with their quarterback problems, I've been jumping at the
Oh
bit to put
Jesus,
him in.
even worse than
Yeah.
yeah. So
And
all
here's
right, boys.
Amabot's question. It says, all right, boys, would you put in Antonio Brown in for any of these three? We got A Rob, Scary
No,
Terry, or
yeah.
Deontay Johnson.
In for those guys,
I would say
maybe A Rob.
Scary Terry.
Leave Scary Terry.
You're going against the
Deontay
Falcons.
Johnson is
He's coming off
close.
injury, and we got Noodle Arm throwing the ball. So
It's not a stupid question because AB is decent and he seems to be Brady's one of Brady's favorite targets. I
is
don't
he
trust
playing
that.
though? Is he back from his injury? Because he didn't
I
play
think so.
last
Yeah.
week.
I know last week or was it this week or something? I think Antonio Brown came in and Mike Evans was out, or if is it this week that I got the news website? Oh crap! Well, Antonio Gibson is officially on the questionable list for sure because of
Yeah,
that
I
shit.
know. Trust me,
So,
I know.
so you have to have Gibson. Watch out. Pick up Patterson if he's there.
Oh, he does bring up a point, Deontay Johnson, because Claypool's out.
But with okay, even if he was in though.
And Juju's questionable as well. So Deontay Johnson might be the only
Oh
receiver.
my gosh. That's if he doesn't throw to freaking Harris the whole time.
Harris or what is it? Washington? Is he still there? Or is he holding out because he wants to be traded? I can't remember.
I'm talking about.
They have a receiver named Washington,
Washington.
but he was like requesting a trade or something like
It's
that.
even relevant right now. I mean, they have yeah,
That's what I'm
they're
saying.
talking
I don't
about
know.
James
He might.
Washington, right?
Yeah, he might not be relevant because he might not be suiting up because he requested that trade.
I
I don't
don't
know.
think that's going to deny him the fact that he wants to
See,
play.
yep. This is what
Going
we
to keep
agreeing
A
with
Rob
right
and
here.
Terry, and 100% or well 2,000,
100,000%.
100,000, yeah. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't the I am scared about A Rob though,
Oh, that's A Rob. Yeah, I'm scared about him too.
but I don't think it happens again.
No,
No, I don't think Detroit's going to let. It's not the same line. Like Cleveland line is different from Detroit's line, but Detroit has been showing up, man.
well, that's what I'm
They've
saying.
been
They
losing
just,
by smidgens.
but not only that. If you look at their game last week, they held Lamar Jackson in check.
They've been holding a lot of people in check.
No, except for the 49ers week one. But
Well, that was just a opener.
they didn't look good against Green Bay either.
But
in week
I
2.
would against Detroit. This
Man, that
could
guy
be
really
good.
has some faith in the Bears.
A-Rob going to have more points than
All
week 3
3.
combined. Well, then your question's answered, bro.
There
You're
you
already
go.
relying on it.
There you go.
But
You answered your own.
yeah, damn, Deontay Johnson might actually be. It's gonna be Deontay Johnson, Harris, and Fairmouth. But if even the noodle arm could even get it out to Deontay, and he just gives it to Fairmouth and Harris the whole time. But yeah, no, I agree. Keep A-Rob and Terry in for sure. I mean, other than that though, that Deontay Johnson, like he might actually be the only receiver, and he might actually be relevant, regardless of the fact that it's
But
gonna
not
be.
AB, because AB is the front guy.
What's that?
Antonio Brown's the other guy.
No, I know, but Mike Evans should be good to play, right? And so is Chris Godwin. So I didn't get any news that they were hurt.
No, but even when they were all healthy week 1, AB was still his favorite
AB was,
target.
yeah. So I'd be fine with that. I think leave it what you got, man. So other than that, yeah, and Claypool's out. So I missed that one. So I'm just behind on those comments. So I'm glad you're getting them.
Yeah, you're good.
So, all right. So Swift is still questionable, but I think he'll be fine. Gibson is questionable.
Did he get hurt in practice or did he get hurt in the last game?
Swift or Gibson?
Gibson. I think it was practice.
I think it was Monday. Came up the report that it was during.
Or was it during
I
the
think he
Bills
got
game?
hurt. It might have because it came up. It was about his knee. It just came up randomly on Tuesday or something like that. So, but
Well, I
the
saw it
fact,
on like Wednesday, I think.
yeah, it was like in the middle of the week that it just kind of popped up. But
I
he's
was
he's
like, what is...
traveling, so it's a good sign that he's traveling. But I don't think he's actually gonna be like. I think they
Oof.
limit his reps. Is probably what's gonna happen.
There we go.
So it's no big issue there. Chuba Hubbard, Josh Jacobs, or Zach Moss, PPR. Ooh.
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard's gonna get all the work. So that I can tell you that right now. But Josh Jacobs, I'm still not all high and mighty on him yet. They're not utilizing him the correct way, or just I
Well,
don't
he
know.
looked okay week 1, but then he got hurt and he hasn't played since.
Even if he's back this week, though, I don't think he's back this week. Because I think the whole rave about what's his face Barber was
Barber.
still playing, and
And
then
then,
Drake, they're not even using him. The fact
well,
that
Josh Jacobs isn't playing, we can just get rid of him right now.
well,
So
he's game time decision though,
oh,
so he
gotcha.
still has time.
Yeah, I think even if he does play, coming back from an injury, he's still going to split most of the time with the other two.
Yeah,
And
Zach Moss is boomer bust. Last week it could be a really good week, and then he might be quiet for this
yeah,
week.
I don't like Buffalo Bills running backs because it's like Singletary, Moss, Singletary, Moss, Singletary. Which what are they using today?
Chuba Hubbard is going to get more reps than Royce Freeman, and I think they're going to do a lot of check down on when Sandarno's going to do a lot of check down. I think against the DBs on Cowboys, because he's going to get rushed like all day. I think Micah Parsons is going to be all over him like white on rice. So I would go with Chuba Hubbard on those three. Just what I think, and with the if Josh Jacobs is game time decision, they might limit his snaps. And again, Zach Moss. Again, what Mark said, it could be this week, could be that week, but yeah. So
And considering it was Moss's week last week against Washington, I wouldn't bet on it 2 weeks in a row.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Chuba for sure. All right, so my bench is loaded. I have Chuba, Patterson, Boyd, Brown, and Goddard. So, dude, Goddard's been all right. I don't know why Zach Ertz is still there. Like, why? Just get him out of there, dude. It kind of irritates me because on one of my leagues, he's my backup. So thank God I have another guy, but I was just hoping for Zach to just get plowed and then and then we'll never see Zach Ertz for the rest of the season. And then here comes Goddard. That's what I'm hoping for, but it hasn't happened yet. It sucks.
That's weird. He's still there. I swear they were like he was just crying after the
He
last game
was.
last year.
He
I'm done
was.
here. I'm gonna miss it. Like everyone said, he was out the door. But there he is, still in Philly.
I don't know. It's stupid. But yeah. And then
Yeah.
Pittman, Fant, Beasley, or Jamal Williams.
Hmm.
Pittman,
Mm-mm-mm. Interesting.
Fant, and this is for the flex.
I'm tossing it up between Fan and Beasley.
Beasley could definitely be very okay. So Josh Allen threw to everyone last week. He could potentially throw again to Beasley again. Beasley got a touchdown last week.
This is
I,
PPR as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would go. I would stick with Beasley there.
me too.
Just because of the PPR situation. Josh Allen has been throwing like he's been throwing to everyone. Everyone except for Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I was gonna say except for Diggs, the big guy there.
Oh my gosh! They're probably just covering him so much that he just all
Well,
right.
that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
someone
They're
else is
probably,
open.
yeah, they're probably. That's probably what I think. That's what Washington did like every day, or every down. We're like doubling Diggs, and I was just leaving Knox, Beasley, Sanders.
It's a lot of weapons, man.
It's just
And then and
nuts.
then and then Josh himself is he could just run it if they're all being covered. All right, well then I'm just gonna run. Yeah, flex. I kind of figured when you said Fant after
Yeah,
that, I'm like, all right, that has to be
yeah.
because I can't put Pittman, Beasley, or Jamal in a tight end slot. I figured,
Right.
but thank you though. Appreciate the verification there,
Yeah.
Ramen.
So yeah,
But yeah,
Beasley,
so
Beasley for sure.
I think Beasley, and they're against Houston and if they're dominating them, who knows? Maybe they sit down Diggs. I don't know. It's potentially it happens. I've seen they kind of give these guys rest. I mean, this is the time where we start seeing. All right, so we're 4 weeks in. Their bye week is week 7. But I think this season we'll see a little bit more guys getting benched in the fourth quarter because it's an extra week. It's a longer season. I think towards the end of back end of the season, I think we see a lot more guys benched in the fourth.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
I think so. Potentially healthy scratches too. So, I mean, if so, with that being said, if you guys haven't talked to your commissioner about upping the playoff week, definitely hit him up about that or her. Tell them, hey, we should go to week 17 playoffs because then you're gonna have a whole week of nothing. Or it's gonna really work on your playoff picture.
Mm-hmm.
It's still early; you could always change it. But yeah, go to week 17 as your championship week because there is bye weeks on week 14, and I think maybe some owners don't know that, so they're
Right,
gonna
and
have
then
bye weeks on the first round
first
of
week of
champion.
playoffs.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely try to make sure that's covered there.
You didn't do the other one. What are you doing?
Oh, did I skip it? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm doing your job.
I was like, I had it open and ready, and you just switched
Good,
off
good.
of it.
My
I'm
bad.
like,
My bad.
I'm
I
assuming he's going all these guys.
I keep
So
forgetting I dubbed that job to you.
yes,
All
you
right.
did. So we have Brandon Cooks or Corey Davis, and then he goes or Emmanuel Sanders or Zach Moss at the flex.
Dude, you pretty much have Josh Allen on your team.
Right? I was just thinking that. I was like,
Who's
oh,
your QB? I'm just really,
no.
could this be a week where he just starts all Bills?
Maybe. I mean, especially if it's PPR, he likes to throw it around to everybody.
So,
Like,
Ramen, here's what you could do. I'm not saying do it this week, but trade off Emmanuel Sanders or Beasley. And you could go off of the hype of Emmanuel Sanders. Trade him off, get somebody new or something.
especially if he has another big game this week. Ooh, we could get somebody decent.
Yeah, and the only reason I say this, and you don't have to, I'm just saying this. My suggestion is you probably do this is why because for the next freaking 16 weeks, you're gonna be or 12 weeks, sorry, you're gonna basically be saying who should I start, Emmanuel Sanders or Beasley, Emmanuel Sanders or Beasley, and I'm pretty sure you've done it already 3 weeks now. or 4 weeks. You're about to do it now. So, and here you are. Emmanuel Sanders. It's going to be the constant question. Where if you just have one of them, it's easier. But that doesn't go for Zach Moss because it's a different position. Some may argue, yeah, because of the flex, but it's a different position. I
Yeah,
think
I
pretty
agree.
much. So, but I mean, try that out. Maybe you can get something good for Emmanuel Sanders. Um, who knows? But I'm just throwing that out there. You don't have to. But Emmanuel Sanders or Zach Moss. Okay, so that changes things at the flex. Would you leave Beasley in, or would you put Emmanuel Sanders?
I think I'm gonna put Beasley in
Okay. Now it is PPR, and
because it's PPR,
Brandon Cooks
and
seems to be getting it all. So I'm just
well,
also
from the
with
other
that.
question, I'm leaving Beasley in, and I think on this one, I'm thinking Brandon Cooks.
Well,
I
it's
like
the
Brandon
same. It's the
Cooks.
same thing though. At that, it's at flex. So either leave Beasley in or puts Sanders or Cooks in. Unless he has two flexes in his league, and some of them do. It's two
Oh,
different leagues.
Dak is his quarterback.
Do your job, man. See,
Oh,
it's
that's
two different
two
leagues.
different leagues. Oh no, okay.
One. See, this is why I take over sometimes.
And then he has Russ, and then he has Dak.
Yeah, I would definitely try and put Emmanuel Sanders in. Zach Moss, they could do both good. Both of them could do good. It's they're playing Houston,
On
so
the second one though, I like Brandon Cooks because he's the guy in Houston. They don't really have
PPR
anybody else.
for the
Yeah,
second one.
yeah.
So we're leaving Beasley in the first,
Beasley in
Cooks
the
in the
first, and
second.
then Cooks in the second. Yes.
I'm gonna say Emmanuel Sanders in the second one.
You would have two Bills. What if neither of them have a
It's
good
a
game?
different league. It's a different league. He has Sanders and Moss in the other one.
Yeah, no, I can read.
So he's Sanders and Beasley are in two. Yeah, see,
Yeah, that's what I put on there.
This guy is not paying
No,
attention.
this
I got
guy.
you.
No, this guy.
Oh man, so I would honestly, I personally would leave the Bills players in. I think they're just gonna destroy. He has Russ and another one is Dak. I like his QBs, man. So, but yeah, no, that's awesome. So you're gonna leave Cook in one of them, and not Sanders, but you're gonna put Beasley in the one, but you're gonna put Cook over Sanders.
I think so. Although they are playing the Bills and they're tough.
That's exactly my point. Same game.
So
The way I see it, he's gonna be all Bills this weekend.
I'm gonna go
And either
different
way,
though.
if
I'm gonna
Josh
say
Allen
put
throws this
Zach
way,
Moss in.
he throws this way. Either way, he's gonna be happy. Now, if Cooks is
Definitely
doing
not putting
bad,
Corey Davis in. That's for sure.
Corey Davis is not. No, I would not trust Zach Wilson right now. Me personally, I would put Emmanuel Sanders. I don't like Cooks against Jordan Poyer, who's going to be on him all like
Or
the
White.
defense, or Tre'Davious White. Yeah. That's just me.
All right.
So
I think
you're
I'll
still
go.
leaving
No, I'll go with Sanders. No, you got me. You convinced me.
that the defense is pretty good.
I'm gonna go Manuel and Cole.
I mean, you're going to be rooting for Josh Allen the whole weekend. So you're definitely going to be watching that game because regardless of who he throws to, you're going to be happy on both of your leagues. That's the way I see it. Where if you leave the odd man out and Cooks more than likely probably might get a touchdown too, but that's only because he's the only guy there. It's very PPR he might get some catches. Does he make it in the end zone? I'm not too sure. But that's just how I feel about it. All right, so caught up now. All right, cool.
Yep, we're good.
Getting a little controversial there on the two receivers, man. So what was I gonna ask you? Oh, which QB you going with, man? Out of your league, out of our league, you always got issues with QBs in our dynasty league.
There you go. He agreed. Said, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna be all Bills this weekend, and if Cooks gets in, well, hey, at least Sanders or Beasley got in. Now Beasley's probably the least likely of them though, because only Emmanuel Sanders is the higher. He's the number 2 guy under Diggs. But the fact that we were saying that Diggs is being covered like crazy, they might end up in it. But might get another week of what we got last week. So who you going with on your QBs? I always like to see who you go
Don't know as of yet. I'm still right now. Darnold is still in there, but
against
I'm
Dallas
leaning heavily towards putting Taylor Heineke
because he's against Atlanta.
because he's against the Falcons. And if Gibson's questionable and doesn't play, then I think it's gonna Heineke, whether running the ball or passing the ball, is gonna be
Okay,
our
but
offense.
he still has McKissick there.
McKissick isn't that good.
I agree with you, and I don't know why they're utilizing him like
I
crazy.
know.
So
Never get behind on questions again.
that's all right.
JT
Not
is
that far.
questionable, and Quentin Nelson is out. Should I start Hines or Melvin Gordon? Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon for now until Williams takes over. Because Hines is the pass catcher. We like Hines as a flex. We don't like him as a really set starter. Hines is that I don't know.
I don't think Quentin
But
Nelson's played all year, has he?
Quentin,
The
no, he's been
the
injured.
guard. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he
been
had to.
injured.
He's not
And then was
Carson
he
Wentz
the one that
apparently.
came? One of them came back and got hurt again, or
Oh, maybe that was
I
him.
can't. I don't know. It could. I don't know.
I
But
did.
yeah, he's
I didn't know JT was questionable though.
yeah. Just
I
popped
gotta
up
put
again.
Hines in this week.
There you go. It'll
That's
it'll
that's what I need to
he
do.
might have like re-aggravate his injury or something. But as of now, I like Melvin Gordon, which kind of goes into B Dubs' is question: if Gordon sits, would you start Javonte Williams over a banged up Henderson? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Gordon and Williams have been splitting almost 50-50, but it just seems like Gordon just has the luckier break, and they just don't take like they change their defensive schemes and Gordon's been luckier. But as of now, I think they've been going 50-50. As a matter of fact, I'll look that up right now. But so running back Darrell Henderson. Well, crap, that's the Rams. Well, he didn't mention Rams. Let me go to Denver real quick. The snaps right now are 54-40, so it's almost even. The last week was 59-41, and the week before that was 50-50. So it seems like once Gordon gets benched, it's going to be Williams' show for sure. I mean, I would definitely start Javonte Williams over a banged up Henderson 100%. That's
I
just me
agree.
from what I'm thinking right now. What's up?
No, I agree.
Yeah. And as for the question of Andre Melvin Gordon, um, did we say Gordon on that?
I did just because like we went over this. Like Gordon has been slightly getting more of the carries, but his production with those carries has been way more than Williams and Hines. So I'm still on Gordon until they start flipping it and shutting him down, basically.
Right. And then what JT and Hines have against Miami, who's not necessarily a pushover defense either.
No, they're pretty good.
So they're higher. Like if you take the half, they're on the higher half of what the league is. So, um, but Melvin Gordon, the Broncos are facing Baltimore Ravens. You got Calais Campbell and Patrick Queen back there and Owe and Humphreys. I would stick with Melvin Gordon still, dude.
Yeah.
Because if JT does play, then there goes Hines, and then you're stuck.
So
But that's just
Hines, Pollard, or Singletary.
God.
Yeah. You
JT
think?
if he doesn't play, because we talked about this last week, and I said go Hines, and then you didn't put him in, and then
I swear I did.
he got a touchdown.
I know.
I was
They
like,
played
dude.
it on the highlight. I was like, yeah. And then I checked and I was like, why didn't I get a notification? And I'm like, why is he on my bench still? And of course, Singletary did nothing. But yeah, Moss had like, I think at least one touchdown, maybe two.
I was actually happy. And
Oh.
then I text you, and then first I looked at the league to see your differential, how you were ahead of your opponent, And then I looked, and you'd have had him on the bench. I'm like, are you serious? Why?
Explain to me how I lost with a guy who had McCaffrey with 4 points and played Cook who didn't play, and I still lost.
Uh, didn't Kamara put up? Didn't his defense put up numbers?
He had some. Yeah, his defensive guys put up numbers. He had Burrow who put up numbers,
Yeah.
and then yes,
I
Kamara had like 20
I
points.
thought you were gonna win that one.
I
I
did
was really
too.
happy because some of it, because even Khalil Mack went out and then came back in.
I
So we're
know.
doing IDP. So if you haven't done
Ugh.
IDP, yeah, it's very fun. So his opponent had Khalil Mack who got injured and came back in. So what do I think of Josh
B-dubs.
Gordon? Um,
Interesting.
I'm not putting him in my lineup. That's for sure.
Would you? Would he be a stash? Would he be an interesting thing to be like? Oh, sign. I'll pick him up because I mean he is with
he
the
could
Chiefs.
be. He could be,
He
but
is with the Chiefs, and I'm thinking that Andy Reid and Mahomes aren't liking the receivers under Tyreek Hill at this point.
see, Mahomes is he just feeds everyone though. He feeds Kelsey first above everyone else, and then the other guys like Tyreek Hill's boom or bust. He'll have a decent game or a below decent game, but then there is that one week where he just goes off, and that's the boom or bust. But I don't. I mean, look. Here's how I felt. If someone else in my league picked him up, I just kind of laugh. I don't know if that's a valid answer. That maybe I just don't want him, or if I think that maybe he's a stash. Uh, but he does he's never played a full season because of his issues. Uh,
Well, that's not an
and the
issue
thing,
anymore. They can smoke weed now.
well, yeah, I mean, I just I the fact that he's on a team that feed everyone, and with Pringle, Hardman, and what's his face, the other freaking guy can't Henderson, no Robinson. They're just no. I don't think he's gonna be the number 2 guy under Tyree. No way.
I never said he
Not
would be
yet.
the number 2. I'm just saying, like, I think the
I
reason
know,
they
but
picked him up is because they're not satisfied with the way everyone under Tyreek has been playing. And I've been watching a few of their games. They've been dropping passes. They've been not getting open. I just think it's interesting. Like I agree with you. I'm not starting him at all anytime soon.
no.
But
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
even honest. I wouldn't even stash him. But that's just me. I wouldn't even stash him. That's just me because I've seen him being picked up lately. And I'm like, and I laugh because I just don't trust what they have. There's too many mouths to feed there.
we'll have to see.
All right, so should I start Emmanuel Sanders or Jacoby Myers? Emmanuel Sanders.
Sanders.
I would not put Jacoby Myers with a rookie QB
Well, he's also hurt, isn't he?
against Tampa Bay, who is also banged up. Uh, so Nikhil, and also we were talking about how Nikhil Harry's coming back, so that might
Yep.
be eating into his reps as well. Um,
Well, we'll
so
see. They
yeah,
don't really seem to
I would
like
put
Harry
Sanders
too
in
much in
easy.
New England. So
I mean, Sanders got 2 against a crap defense last week. Sorry. I told you that
hey,
was going
you
to be
gotta
the
call it the way you see it, man.
I said this last week. I said this is their moment.
I said the same thing.
Well, so I lost confidence in them. This is okay. Let me take those words back. This is the week. If Washington does not step it up, I lost all faith. 100%
I said the
this
same thing.
week. All right.
If they lose, season's over for them. We already went
100%.
over who they're playing next. So when you have a
Yeah.
stretch with the Chiefs, Packers, Buccaneers,
Man, it's not an
like
easy
it's
schedule. Not an easy
ridiculous.
schedule. So, but yeah, 100% Emmanuel Sanders. He had two scores, 2 touchdowns, and some yards against Washington. And now they're going to play Houston, which is less of a less of a hard defense. I can't even think of my words, but you know what I mean. They're not as hard as Washington from what we know of, but Houston isn't that great either. Um, they're on the lower half of the defensive rankings, and there's really nobody over there, really. I mean, but you got Reed and Cunningham, so
Yeah.
maybe that one sophomore black one on DL. I mean, there's nobody. Oh, and Christian Kirksey. Even then, like it's still not enough to stop Emmanuel Sanders with Josh Allen. Like he's gonna connect. He'll probably grab a touchdown and some yards. Two, we'll see. I would like to see. I would like to see Emmanuel Sanders get two again for you
Yeah.
guys, but not for like my opponent. My main number one league has Emmanuel Sanders. I do not want that to happen. But actually, no. You know what? I do wish that happens. Why? Because I have Josh Allen, so those points are just going to negate each other. It's all good. Let it happen. Let's throw to Emmanuel Sanders all day, and none of those points are going to be relevant to him because why? I have Josh Allen who's going to be, I'm still with you in points.
Yeah.
However,
Unless you have the point system like the Nerd Huddle and the QB only gets 4 points for the touchdown.
My gosh. Well, that's okay. Well, you know what's crazy is that's normal.
Is that normal?
You know that's normal.
No. Every league
so,
I've ever been in, it's been 6.
Yeah, some has usually been 4 or 6, but here's the thing. I've been asking around. I guess the 4-point makes the rushing QB a little higher.
Look at Tank coming in with a question.
Yeah, Gronk is out. Should I drop Josh Jacobs or Gronk for a replacement at tight? Okay, one. Don't drop Gronk. Okay.
If this is the Nerd Huddle League, Tank, the answer is you should have added more bench spots.
Yes. Yes.
God, that league is killing me with injuries right now.
That is a hard.
I don't want to drop anybody, but I'm like, I'm gonna have to.
That league is hard because the bench is so small, and you and I are used to the 6-point touchdowns for the air. So,
I don't even care about that. I was just dealing with these injuries.
No, I know.
Now I guess I could drop Shark because he's out for the year.
I still wouldn't bench.
Glad I started him.
Gronk though.
Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of Gronk. No, not right now. I mean, he's out, but he's showing to be Brady's favorite guy again.
Yeah,
I also wouldn't get rid of Jacobs.
He's going to go on fire again. Josh Jacobs. Oh, you know what it is? Because I think it's he has running back issues. The guy with Kamara.
He goes, maybe it is LOL.
I don't know who to drop.
I knew it. I was like, why are you contemplating dropping? Must be that league.
Yeah.
Because I have the same problem.
Oh my god, dude! I don't want to drop anybody in that league either. It's like,
I know.
That league is hard because how many we have? 5, 4,
4, I think.
Jesus, it's 5.
That's 5. That's still
below.
And then I got to pick up a defense eventually. Oh.
Oh yeah, it sucks. I know. I'm probably gonna
do I just drop the defense I have now?
Yeah, that league's crazy. I might get smoked this week. But to who to drop? I think he's a little scared on his running backs. I just think it's funny that he just comes in here. He logs off the Nerd Huddle to get into his real phone. I'm not part of the Nerd Huddle.
I don't like it.
It's fine. I do the same thing. It's cool. I really do, man. And then sometimes I slip and I'm on my computer and then I just jump over to my phone. And then they're like, hey, he's using both. All right. So is this all right.
That's rough.
Yeah. I wouldn't drop
I personally wouldn't drop either, but I mean ugh.
Why would you drop either of them? Can't you just
who else you have on your bench?
Quit. He has Mixon and Kamara. Why not put one in the flex? Put another receiver in the flex. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, he needs a tight
Unless
end.
you locked up your flex with the freaking Bengals player, because he has like 50 Bengals. He has the whole Bengals roster, from what I
Who would
remember.
have thought that guy would have gone crazy? Osama or whatever, the tight end.
Oh, I also, yeah,
That was nuts.
yeah. We all predicted everyone else, and then you lost Chark.
Ugh. Yeah, see, he needs a tight end. That's what I was thinking. Because the only tight end he has is Gronk. Who else do you have on your? Oh, I guess I could just look it up. Who else do you have on his bench?
Well, I don't want to call his line out.
I'm not going to call it out. I'm just going to.
Oh, and he already used his IR. Oh, why couldn't I be playing you this week? No, but no, I'm just thinking about like the fact that if that's an interesting situation, you don't want to get rid of them. You don't want to get rid of either one of them, in my opinion. Josh Jacobs might come back and then.
What do you think about
Higgins?
Higgins?
Main role.
Did you drop Higgins to get a tight end?
Since he has
Chase and
he can't drop him because the game already started.
Oh, he's a Bengal. You're right.
He can't drop him, and it's not Rashad Higgins either. It's T. Higgins. So the Bengals and he can't drop him. He's in a situation where he's going to drop.
I mean, I guess you're going to have to drop Gronk and hope nobody gets him. That's basically where it's at.
He's going to have to drop him.
Yeah.
It's either that. Oh, man.
Or maybe Harris?
That's a tough one, dude. I'm not going to drop Harris.
But do you think the other people are going to be jonesing to get Harris, though? I'm not. And no, that's not just a ploy for you to drop Harris.
I think he's valuing Harris way too much. Look, I have RB issues too, but I don't think I'm going to go after Harris. I think Harris might be better. I'm really thinking about
writing. There's that, yeah.
That cute. That is a bold strategy, Kyle.
There is that. I mean, I just played against someone who played Cook and I lost. So
look, I hope. Just saying, that is a bold strategy, Cotton. I hope it works out for you. That's all. So, yeah, Harris is who was I thinking about dropping too. I'm thinking about that too. The only person that might pick him up is potentially Fredo.
Yeah.
But if you lose Harris, are you going to be okay with dropping him? Like, are you okay with just letting him go? Like, I think of all the guys you have, I think he's probably the safest guy you can probably drop. So,
the only reason I say Harris is because our roster spots are so limited. No one's going to pick him up just to take him from you, and I don't think anybody needs running backs. Someone good. Exactly, and I don't think anyone needs running backs that bad because there's only 8 of us. No one is worried
about it. I might lose to him this week, guy.
Hey, I didn't lose to him.
Dude, I have the most unluckiest I'm not going to talk about that league right now. It's just the most unluckiest roster. Let's get to this one. Friend the man. What's up? I have Ridley, Debo, Thielen, Evans, Cooks, and Ayuk. Very nice. And Shepard PPR league. Should I trade Debo and Thielen for Diggs? I feel like we've answered this.
Yeah, didn't we have that question last night? Oh, no, he added to it, though. I also got offered Thielen and Rodgers for Josh Allen and CeeDee Lamb. I mean, I would take that.
Wait. Is this real? They're giving you Josh Allen and CD for Thielen and Rodgers. And
Debo. So Debo, Thielen, and Rodgers, and he gets Josh Allen and CD.
Smash that. Take Josh Allen.
Take that. And CD. I mean,
because you're still left with freaking
Ridley, Evans,
Ayuk, Cooks, Shepard, and Thielen, and Diggs. Because here's what's going to happen: once you get Josh Allen, and if he connects with
he can't do the Debo and Thielen for Diggs if he's doing the other one because those 2 people are in it. No, he said Debo and Thielen for Diggs. Or you can do Debo, Thielen, and Rodgers for Allen and CD. So he has to choose between the 2. Once he trades those players away, he can't trade them
Yeah,
again.
it's the three. It's the two receivers and a QB for receiver and a QB.
Yeah, but you
What
said he
I'm
also
saying
has
is,
Diggs, though. He won't have Diggs.
I trade Debo and Thielen for Diggs.
So you're saying you take that one?
I wouldn't do that one. No. I'm
Oh,
talking
okay.
about the Debo, Thielen, and Rogers for Josh Allen and CD. Because if he trades, okay, yeah, he's getting rid of Debo and Thielen and Rogers. Okay, like, but here's the upside of this. CD's obviously the number one. He's really good. They're gonna connect. I know they are. Josh Allen. Here's if you still have Diggs, you'll be left with Ridley. You'll be left with Evans. You'll be left with Cooks and Ayuk and Shepard. Okay, those are still solid receivers.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the plus side: when Josh Allen connects with Diggs, double points, baby. It's double points. That's 2 touchdowns on a single play, right?
How is he getting 2 touchdowns on a single play?
Because he's only trading Debo, Thielen, and Rogers.
But he doesn't have Diggs on his team.
He said, "Oh my gosh, I'm reading it wrong. My bad."
No, that's what I was trying to tell you last time. I'm so
Well,
confused.
you're not explaining it right, and I'm reading it wrong.
No, I said
I'm an
he
idiot.
can't have Diggs because he's using those two players to get the other two players.
No,
That's why I was like so lost. I was like,
I'm
so lost. But I'm glad you figured it out now.
sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Sorry.
You're good, but I'm just sitting there like, I'm so confused. He keeps
I
saying
really
Diggs.
thought he had Diggs.
No.
So Thielen and for Diggs.
So he was asking, should he trade Thielen and Debo for Diggs, or should he do Debo, Thielen, and Rodgers for Allen and CD?
I like the second trade.
Me too.
Debo and Thielen for Diggs. No.
I mean, that's not a horrible deal, but the other one's way better.
Because Diggs is a tier 1, I get it, but he hasn't been doing tier 1's performance. He's been doing tier 2 performance, which you're giving two tier 2 performers, Thielen and Diggs, for someone who's not performing what they should be performing. Yeah, I would do the second one, not the first one. God damn it. I really got excited for him, man. I really thought I read that completely wrong. I really got excited that he was going to end up.
Which one should I trade? I like this.
Let me read
Barkley.
this correct. How about you read it so I can listen this time?
I have Chubb, Barkley, Montgomery, Gibson, and Swift. Which one should I trade? That's rough.
Well,
first off, how'd you get all these guys? Good Lord.
Well, it could be Dynasty. I mean, look at me. True. I have Josh Allen and Dak and
that's true.
Fields
look at Steven.
On one roster.
Look at Steven.
Yeah.
Kamara.
This could be Dynasty.
Cook, McCaffrey.
God, I don't know how our league mates let that happen. All right.
Me either.
Oh, yeah, off-season Dynasty, crazy things happen, dude. Hey, look, good for him. Props to him, man. I'm not. All right, so if you were to trade one of these guys, Swift is a for sure keeper. They've been using him so much. And if this is PPR, oh my God. Swift is your number one guy there over Chubb and Barkley. I think you could probably get rid of Barkley and get a lot more value for the name at only being at week 3 and probably get then some plus some. Not just a 1-for-1 or 1-for-2. You could probably get a boatload for Barkley.
That's what I was thinking too.
Because we all like Barkley. Everyone loves Barkley and he's still healthy. I get it. But because of that value that everyone still loves him and everyone likes him, I still don't trust New York Giants' line. I feel like he had an outburst here and there, but it's not like crazy like Barkley from what we're used to his rookie year, and I think that's what we're all living off of. But until they fix that line, which would probably be next year, I would trade Barkley, dude. Unless this is Dynasty, and in that case, Montgomery. But if it's redraft Barkley,
interesting.
How do you feel about that?
Redraft, I'm definitely trading Barkley too.
What if this was Dynasty though?
I'm trying to decide.
I think I would do Montgomery.
Ugh. You don't like
If it was
Montgomery, huh?
Dynasty, I, well, I don't
Only
know.
one consistent thing the Bears have on offense.
Well, hold on. But if it was Dynasty, though, you get Barkley, a running back, and then a first. I don't know. It could Barkley of those. Anyways, moving on. Barkley. I'm saying Barkley. Both. I don't care. Barkley.
And then look,
Uh,
Tanks and Luck. He has the number one waiver.
yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't reset after each week.
Oh no.
I don't
Well,
think
if
so.
he
No.
loses, he'll just get it back.
No, he'll still be. No, if he wins, he'll still be at number one.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Then he can just pick up the player he drops.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm off today. I don't know what the hell I'm
No, you're
doing.
fine.
I need a raise right now or something.
Oh no.
Look.
Raise
Yeah,
energy. Get it now.
yeah. Link below, 15%. I still got to give you some cans, man. It's coming.
And my belt.
Dude, I don't know what's going on. All right, so the guy, okay, because we talked about this to the nerd hole. The guy for our 100th subscriber is it's in season, so it gets a little bit behind. It's going to take about. He said he can dish him out, but the wait is 2 months. So that's the longest wait he's had in season. But for what we actually get it for, it's not that bad. Like, you can't complain. So
You're getting close to 2 months, I think, since I ordered it.
So it should be like from what I've known, it's in transit. All right, so look, man, it's
Oh, that's
coming.
good.
It's gonna be.
It's in
It's a
transit.
good one. Like,
I like it.
stay tuned. But the thing is, I'm gonna give it out, and it's gonna be very nice, in my opinion. But of course, you got to be subscribed.
Because
You
we're
also
not
gotta be
watching the
watching-
game tomorrow together.
Well, no. What do you mean?
Well, your team's playing my team.
So can't watch a game together?
I said I thought we
So
were, but I said I guess we're not.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that later. But I don't see how that's a problem. But are you saying because we didn't take the trip to Atlanta?
Well, we didn't do that, obviously.
I got my ticket, man.
Red
After
Eye,
the
let's
show, I'm
go.
boarding,
Yeah, that's
bro.
what I said. Let's go, Red Eye.
But no, yeah, that episode when we do have that specific item, because I'm waiting on yours. I have mine, but I'm not going to reveal it until we have yours. Once you have yours, we can give it out. But during that episode is going to be a certain code, and all you need to do is email us, which I'll have eventually, and then hopefully. Yeah, it might. I hope it's not a 2 month wait, but it's going to be free, so it can be used for the rest of their lives as long as they take care of it. So we'll see. But yeah, but till then, we're at 71 subscribers.
Nice.
So we still have some time. For all we know, we stay at 71 the rest of the season.
Right.
We didn't even hit 100, so which would suck. But we're here all the time during the season. It's when we go in the off season, we go straight to Wednesdays, and that's typically our just weekly breakdown. I'm like there's things coming out in the off season.
72 now. Ooh, ooh.
Well, all right. Climbing up, bro.
There we go.
But yeah, no, for sure. It's I think besides even the nerd huddle is gonna like this. They're gonna like it, which they are part of it because they're not on Dynasty Pylon enough to consider them part of this show. So I'm gonna include them on it. So it could be one of
That's
them,
cool.
but then it could be one of someone else. Could be Fran the Man for all we know, or I Am Bod. I don't know.
Or Jordan W.
Well,
or them boys. Where's he at today?
I don't know. He hasn't been here all week.
Kind of weird. Yeah, kind of weird.
Yeah. So, all right. So, back to fantasy football. We just ran it about our channel. All right. Ryan Tannehill. Thoughts? And they're playing New York Jets, who apparently have
very, very torn.
Like, their DBs are good, but he has no offensive weapons.
That's the problem. Plus, I also feel like they could go up 17-0, and then it's just going to be the Derrick Henry show.
Yeah, Yeah, which I'm probably thinking it might end up doing. All right, so
Oh,
let's knock these out real quick. Standard league. Um,
this is the question. No, that was the
yeah,
question.
I know, but I'm just verifying it's a standard league, and we'll go back to Lucius's thing. Um, Evening, guys. I really feel like I have to be. God, I'm gonna blow this up. I'm like reading small. Evening, guys. I really feel like I have to get CH off my team. Okay, you're not the only one on that boat, right? So you have a good trade target for him. CH as of now. Um, that one's a difficult man. I have him in a couple leagues, and I'm in that weird situation.
Yeah, I have him in
Um,
2 leagues too.
but
I feel
I
like you could get almost anybody for him, probably.
But you're valuing his draft capital is what you're doing there, isn't aren't you? Because you drafted him in the first or second round, that you feel
Well,
like it may be like a,
I'm not
now the
doing that. I'm saying if you look when he's healthy, like I have him in a PPR league, he was getting 25 points a game. That's
mm-hmm.
almost quarterback level for a
Well, because
running
last
back.
week he had like 15 points on
Last week he
PPR
only
points.
had 4.
Last week against the Chargers? No, the previous week.
The Chargers.
CH
Oh,
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I'm thinking of somebody else. Go ahead. I'll let you see. Now I'm messing up. Go ahead.
Jesus, man. CH
I'm gonna stop
is an
talking now.
also, so it's like 20 points. What kind of league
No,
are you in?
He hasn't been
Points
getting
per
points.
carry and
No,
reception.
no, he's been let down.
He
And I
gave
take
us a
back
little bit of
everything I
life back.
said. You're not going to get that much for.
He gave us a little bit of life. I think they're going to utilize him more against Philly. Philly, they're going to use him. Now week 2 is where everyone kind of hated on, and then week 1 he only gave us like 10 points. So I get it. It sucks. Uh, I think it's just everyone wants to get rid of him and see what they can get. Um, you could probably package him now. Is this Dynasty or just
Yeah,
like I know it's a
that's my next
standard,
question.
but is it like a standard redraft or standard Dynasty? Because
I'm
in
thinking,
standard, that's rough.
could you get like a Miles Sanders, maybe a Montgomery?
I don't think the Miles Sanders people would trade for him.
No,
I well,
Miles Sanders hasn't done much anything either. So
yeah, I guess.
maybe a Josh Jacobs.
Depending also what you have too in the league as well. So I mean, if you probably definitely get, and if it reemerges himself, is for sure is Ayuk. Now, if Ayuk played what he did
Yeah,
last season, Ayuk would definitely be a good target there. But I mean, if you're looking for another running back, uh, do you really want to go Miles Sanders though?
oh, I'm just trying to think realistically what you can get for him at this point.
Jonathan Taylor, who hasn't done that much either.
Maybe. No, well, I'm not saying no.
I think you get Jonathan Taylor. He did good week 1, but that was
Or you
about it.
could downgrade a little bit, maybe get 2 things in return for him, like Hines and somebody else, Pollard and somebody else.
Yeah, for sure. I would try it. I don't know. For me, like I think the immerse is. I think, and it's not dynasty, so it's redraft.
Yeah, it's redraft.
That definitely changes because I was gonna say a picks or something, but dude,
Yeah, but I don't even think at this point you're going to get that much in picks either.
if the Henderson, hello, if the Henderson owner would be okay with it, maybe you know who would I
Maybe
say?
Henderson,
JT
yeah.
Taylor, Henderson Taylor.
I could see
I'm trying.
that.
I'm trying to think here, man.
So you wouldn't say Sanders or Montgomery or Jacobs?
I don't. I don't think so. I mean, you could probably say that, but I don't think so. I think Sanders is still going to be utilized. I think last week or the week before the no touches was just a kind of like like what's going on. Um, I think they use him more. I'm not worried about Sanders. That's just from what I'm okay with what Sanders is doing right now. And unfortunately for last week, but all right. So if we go with CH, I know he's towards the bottom. I'm actually pulling crap up now. I think you could probably get Hines, Jonathan Taylor. Uh, Singletary,
Oh,
Damian
Singletary.
Harris.
Yeah, I didn't think about Singletary.
But again, is this a rather receiver or is this a running back you want? Because those are the running backs I'm mentioning.
Sony Michelle,
Oh God, no.
Tula.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go there. I'd try it for Anderson. But those are guys I think I'd probably go after. Try Sanders. Why not?
Why is it every week we get a question that's a Washington football team player versus Antonio Brown?
Because you wear your freaking hat all the time, probably.
So you go with
So,
Gibson or Antonio Brown.
uh,
And then for me,
Gibson's
Antonio
questionable
Brown,
right
as of
now.
right
So
now, that's what I'm
as of
saying.
now,
I mean, even when he's healthy, they still seem to be leaning to McKissick for some weird reason.
yeah, for sure. Gibson has Atlanta. I do like that.
But Brown's
Um,
going up against the Patriots. Dropped him.
hmm? The Browns? You mean Patriots? The
No,
the
I said
Bucks?
no. I said Antonio Brown is going against the
Oh, I
Patriots who
heard the
dropped him.
Browns are going. I
No,
heard the word. I heard Browns. Antonio Brown against Patriots. I still go Gibson if he's playing.
and there's no Gronk,
I still go Gibson.
so you still go Gibson.
I still go Gibson. They're not.
Oh,
It's Atlanta, man. Like,
we even said also Gronk is out.
yeah, Gronk is
Oh,
out.
I'm not saying not to go with Gibson, but it just
He
scares
still
me
has to
that
worry about Godwin and Evans,
he's hurt.
and then Fournette might reemerge and do something because you
Well, they
never
really
know
don't
those
like
running
Jones.
backs. Those running
What happened
backs
there?
like to. They're like the running backs from the freaking Buccaneers are like freaking Jack in a Box. You wind it, you wind it, you wind it. Pop goes the Jack in a Box. I'm here. I exploded for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Except for every week,
And
it's
then
somebody new.
and yes, and then you slam it back down.
So you're just like,
They
who's it
come
going to be
back
this week?
and they're going to be gone for 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't like the running backs of the Buccaneers. They just keep it's a Jack in a Box. That's all it is. I still go Gibson if they're playing 100%. I'm going to go Gibson against Atlanta. That's just me.
That's not. I mean, I agree, but
Yeah,
he's questionable, and that kind of scares me. That's it.
that's the thing. If they play him, if he's okay, we see guys questionable. Like Swift has been questionable every week, but yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I'm still gonna go Gibson. Keep an eye on that. That's just keep an eye on that Sunday morning. We're gonna be here tomorrow morning. Tomorrow Sunday. Where am I at? I'm thinking it's Friday. I don't know what it is. But yeah, tomorrow morning we're gonna be here early. I think from 9 to 9:30 our time, which is Pacific Mountain Standard Time. So East Coast, I think that's 10:30, 10 to 10:30. So we'll be doing that. We'll be transitioning from our other show, which is the Nerd Huddle, the Morning Spike. Also join us there. The description is below. It's more of us going that time and we just kind of like go ham on whatever. And then sometimes we have spike bets. I think I have a spike bet tomorrow morning. I think. I think I do. It was Daniel Jones and Rogers bet. I think myself and Tank have a actual spike bet tomorrow, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah, he
The
said
good
that
thing
in
it's
the
only
in the
one.
group chat. Yeah, he said it in the group chat.
Did he?
Yeah. So me and Martin.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it is, but I'm glad he wrote it down. I think it was who's going to score more fantasy points, Jones against Atlanta or freaking stupid. We
And
drink
we
it.
drink it. There you go.
Um but yeah, it was Daniel Jones against Atlanta. So me and
Uh,
me and Tank took Daniel Jones to have a wonderful day against Atlanta, and apparently Atlanta decided not today. And then uh ham and the freaking Rogers went ham. So it's all good. So that's tomorrow morning on the Nerd Huddle. We go at 7:30 our time, right? 8 o'clock our time, 8 to 10, and then which means 9 to 10 their time. No, I got that wrong. I'm trying to think here.
Theirs is
It's
10
8
to
o'clock.
12.
8 o'clock to 9 o'clock here. Sorry.
So then 10 to 11
Theirs is
there.
10 to 11. Yeah. So, yeah. Time zones. And then it's going to get messed up when we get closer to fall or get closer to which
November.
Is here in a couple weeks.
And then we'll be an hour
And
behind.
we have to wake up at 7 in the morning. I'll probably be late for those. I don't care. I'm going to say
No,
that right now.
we actually get to sleep in.
Fall, spring. Yes. Fall behind, spring ahead.
So you'll be able to wake up
going
at 8.
fall.
You'll be able to, because we'll be an hour behind them.
You're right. Oh, fantastic.
So you get
That's
to
in a
sleep
couple
until 8.
Yeah,
Like now you wake up at 7 to get on the
still
show.
early. You know what? The military's like got me crazy hours.
There you
All
go.
right. So, anyways, we'll be back here tomorrow morning. We'll be transitioning from the Nerd Huddle, which is the morning spike. Also catch us on Facebook and Twitch if you're watching. And it'll go transition into the Dynasty Pylon. We'll be here for 20 minutes answering IDP questions or offense. It's fine. But we do love IDP here on the Dynasty Pylon. It is very fun. If you haven't done it yet, try it or look it up. It's very fun. And tune in our Tuesday waiver shows. We talk about more IDP, and it gets a little bit more in depth with that one. So yeah, there's that. So, and did you show that? Oh yeah, we got an hour more sleep. Yeah, yes, I do. It's all good. Anyways, all right. Well, that's our Saturday. Jesus, it seems like we plan for 20 minutes, and then we get questions, and we go to town. That's all good. I got nothing better to do. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and catch you tomorrow morning. All right. Later. What? Oh. This is the official goodbye. He's confusing the crap out of me, man.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched the other play.